Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, y'all. This is going to be my first type of commentary video where I'm going to be talking about two UFC fighters. In this video, I want to talk about what's going to be next for Max Holloway after defeating Dustin Poirier at UFC 318. Get into that, I do want to let y'all know about my YouTube channel. If this is your first time seeing me, I'm an amateur boxer. I've been training about 4 years now. It's about combat sports, teach to how you can box, and a little bit of MMA here and there. Interested in wanting to watch my content or see just specifically only boxing? So keep watching my videos. You don't have to watch these videos specifically. Page dedicated to combat sports athletes. Like and subscribe. With my audience, see what y'all like to be talked about when it comes to commentary, and to see how I can expand on my content. But get back into talking about Max Holloway. During this fight, I'm not gonna lie, Max Holloway really has proved that featherweights moving up to lightweight, the best things that they can do. And the reason why I say this is because the majority of these featherweights are way more skilled than these lightweights. These lighter weight classes, you have way more speed to the fight. It's a lot more quicker. There's always something going on. I feel like Max Holloway is going to dominate, and obviously fighters like him, Ilia Topuria, Volkanovski, is when they move up from that weight class, they're not draining themselves no more, including Conor McGregor too. Why is like I was saying about them draining themselves. They're at 100% when they're fighting at 155 because that's their actual way more natural weight class. The thing is, y'all gotta realize with these men, they have bigger frames. They're not small. No, they do have to cut a lot of weight. For me, for an example, for myself, I fight at 170, 165. If I wanted to, I could fight at 147. It wouldn't be that difficult. All I would have to do is I would have to fast and diet the right way. It's definitely not easy at all. But I will say, though, featherweights are proving for skill wise that they are better. Like after this fight, it really does just prove that Max Holloway will be dominating 155 pounds. He has way more power than he did at 145. Not taking shots to throw as many out. He's actually being smart during his fights. He's being very calculative. He's throwing a lot of honored punches against Dustin Poirier. I believe it was either round 1 or round 2. He had dropped Poirier with a left hook that took his Dustin's right hand or left hand away, and a right hand, which was kind of low-key. It's kind of funny because that was the same combination that Ilia Topuria threw on Max Holloway before he finished him. I realized that Max Holloway is just now getting into his prime years. He's 33. For fighting, yes, it's a little different, but at the end of the day, man, you reach your prime when you're 33. Well, I'm saying, like, this is going to be the best Max Holloway we're going to be seeing during the tail end of his career. A lot of y'all talk about damage too. Y'all got to realize that you get knocked out one time, that doesn't automatically mean that chin is just cooked. Like, you can't take no more punches. There's actual science behind it. You have to, I would say, it's depending on the way how you get knocked out, and if it happens like multiple times, and the way how you recover. What is the fighter doing after they have gotten finished or TKO'd like that? Are they taking mushrooms like lion's mane to help their brain cells be able to back? Because you can do that. There's ways to where you can heal your brain cells, ways to where you can prevent you being able to stop brain damage. Prevention is the best solution for if a problem is going to happen. I'm not gonna lie. What I see next for Max Holloway, I definitely want to see him fight Charles Oliveira. I call out Ilia Topuria during this last fight, but I'm gonna be honest, I feel like he will do much better against Ilia, because a lot of y'all don't even realize, if y'all actually watch the fight, Max Holloway really could have won the first the last 2 rounds, first 2 rounds I meant to say, of the fight. It wasn't until round 3 when Ilia started actually being able to catch him for real. It really just shows like levels to this and how great Max Holloway is. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, he would still get knocked out by Ilia like later on during the fight. Don't think he will be getting a title shot anytime soon, because right now, like we were saying, the lightweight division's a little bit mixed up. Arman Tsarukyan should have been the one that fought Charles Oliveira, but that wasn't able to happen because I know he had pulled out from fighting Islam. I forgot which UFC event it was where he fought Morikano, as we all know. Still not a bad fight, I'm not gonna lie, but I feel like it did kind of ruin, I'm not gonna say ruin his legacy, definitely put a bad taste in my mouth, like having to fight somebody like that. I wish he could have fought somebody else who was way higher ranked. But I will say, with Max Holloway, I feel like he would be able to clear majority of the lightweights in this division, bro. When it comes to skill for skill, who do y'all really think is going, outside of Ilya Topuria and Armin Tsarukyan, would be able to really stop Max Holloway? Paddy Pimblett ain't gonna do nothing to him. I promise you. Paddy Pimblett, like, I don't see what he could do to Max Holloway to be able to stop him. He doesn't have knockout power. Maybe his ground game, maybe he could submit him. There's a possibility in that. But in straight hands, like stand up, I got Max Holloway against him. He wouldn't fight Gaethje again because he just fought him at UFC 300. But yeah, he would beat Gaethje again easily. I don't even think Michael Chandler's even a top 5 or a top 10 opponent anymore. I'm tripping, not top 5, but like top 10. I don't even think he's top 10 anymore. That's why I say I feel like we need to have some of these lightweight contenders like actually fight during these next couple UFC events that they have planned on. These next UFC events, like UFC 319 and 320, I haven't really seen too many fights happening for the lightweight division. Like light heavyweight and these other divisions, I've been seeing a lot more fights being set up, which is beautiful. It's definitely what we want to see. For Max Holloway, I definitely want to see him fight another top 5 ranked opponent before he can get Ilya Topuria. At the same time, Ilya Topuria might have a super fight with Islam Makhachev, and he might move up to 170. And now we really don't know what's truly going to happen. But as far as what I think Ilya Topuria is still going to have at least minimum one more fight at lightweight. It could either be Armin Tsarukyan, Justin Gaethje, or Paddy Pimblett. It could be one of those people. At the end of the day, I believe that Paddy, he'll be able to finish him. Justin, he'll finish him in the first round. Armin would definitely be his toughest fight. Armin and Max Holloway would definitely be his toughest fights. Actually, Armin with the wrestling, but I still believe he would take Armin out. I'm not going to lie. Maybe like round 3. Holloway would definitely his toughest fight because of the fact that they've already fought beforehand. Like I was telling y'all beforehand, I believe that he would fight a lot smarter. Like I've been saying, he got too much power. I feel like he's going to be able to catch that chin and he's going to put him out. Honestly, man, I'm proud of Dustin Poirier for retiring like this. Enjoy seeing content like this. Like, comment, and subscribe. For combat sports videos like this, assalam.